Okay, looks like it's working. I'm gonna work on some of my shorts. Here, might not try to do this on the stream. Let's get them set up here. Oh, I really need a new um, stand for my tablet. It broke. I mean, there is a warranty for it, but I still have to pay for the shipping, and yeah, I can't do that right now. So, it is what it is. There we go. All right, there's my stream. I should also share copy. Hi, welcome in. Oh, hey, Aviation. Everything going all right with you? Oh, man, I can't do picture in picture on my tablet. I want to paste the link over to my veteran Discord thing. Yeah, I'm all right. I not much going on this weekend, and I just I wish there was more going on. So I figure I might as well try to do some of my shorts, make a couple shorts here during on the channel. Maybe y'all have some input to make them a little funnier. Where is this YouTube promotions? There we go. My my idea right now is that um, there we go. I think I got everything working now. Oh, where is he? Okay, here's my I wanted to say face eater, but that's not what he is. He's a mind flare. So my idea right now is that the the minifigures have realized that they can't take over any more of the basement because there are no more tables yet. So the couple of scouts and this weird guy just kind of, oh, ooh, that sounds like fun. Oh, think about plane spotting. Here you go. I just finished this yesterday. So that'd be really neat to be able to go out and see planes taking off and landing there in the airport. Let's see. So the scouts need to tell the boss that they can't take over any more of the basement because there are not enough tables. And the mind flare is just going to be trying to convince them that all that's important is brains and sushi. And I think the pirate right here is just going to try to annoy everybody. So that's going to be the basic plot for a couple of um, yeah. Oh, see, that's even better if you can do it right from your window. I'm at the complete other side of Atlanta from where the airport is. I used to go to the airport a lot when I was young, and my grandfather traveled a lot. And my grandfather used to be a world traveler, so I used to go down there a lot to pick him up. And that was in the days when you could just walk straight to the terminal. So I just stand there and watch the planes. That was fun. Oh yeah, yeah. I've seen some of the video from that. That's just crazy. I haven't watched a lot of it yet. Um, I want to find some of the stuff when the investigation is more complete because that's just crazy. That I mean that stuff never happens. And um, it looked like it was fairly near the terminal also, or maybe I just saw it incorrectly. That is just it's just crazy. Ah, come on, Loy. Move the camera a little bit. Ah, come on, Aloy. Oh, it collided with a fire truck. Is that what happened? I didn't see that. See, I might have to hold the light like this. That'd get rid of the shadow. Stop. Wow, crazy. Yeah, I've just seen some of the wreckage. I hadn't seen more than that and listened to a tiny bit about it. I mean, that's such a rare thing to happen. So let's see. I think the boss here is going to say, what have we found during recon? Then I'll have everyone just kind of go, um, um, and then a few of them will say, well, we're running out of land. And the mind flare could be, but we're not running out of brains. And we have plenty of space, but the giant thing needs to get us more tables. Ah, there's a fire truck minutes earlier. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Probably what's going on is there's so few air traffic controllers right now. Someone lost track of where everything was, and they saw too late. Oh, yeah. Someone wasn't coordinating what was going on land side with the landing planes. You know, too much going on and not enough people. Man, that's crazy. That is just crazy. Wow, that is crazy. Now, air traffic control is just one of the most stressful jobs in the world. I looked at it when I left active duty, and I was already at the end of the ages they'd accept you, and they don't like accepting people that have been in the military because they've already been through so much stress. They found that it just exacerbates the stress we already have been through, so we're not able to do a full career. I just, ugh. Let's see how this looks. I think it'll be fine without the light. Yeah, that's just too stressful of a job. A little indirect light couldn't hurt. And I mean, they just don't have the technology that they should have. There's like so much more advanced technology, but we're not installing it in our airports for some reason. Like they're still using these manual little cards that are on these little plastic plates to track airplanes. I was like, that doesn't make sense. I know, and I've known some air traffic controllers in Atlanta, and it's just insane. All right. Yeah, JFK, LaGuardia, O'Hare, LAX, and here in ATL, it's a crazy busy airport. Right now, their lines are somewhere around 3 or 4 hours. It's insanely busy airport is normally. All right, let's do one take. What what is the status of the recon? Well, um, well, don't know if you are. Um, there's not a lot of room. We've looked from the air, and we don't have much land. Okay, that didn't work. Kid screaming in front of your house. That's pretty. My neighborhood's pretty nice. I don't have any of that. Hi, welcome in. I'm working on a short today. If y'all feel like putting any input, just let me know. Oh yeah, they're just okay. They're just playing. I'm like screaming. I've been in the military too long. I think of people screaming. I don't think of anything fun. Okay, let's do take two. Yeah, I remember seeing you here. So I'm gonna make a couple shorts. Then I'm gonna glue some of my stuff together that I built yesterday, like the plane here. Is my video caught up? Sometimes my video gets really behind for some reason. All right, let's try this again. What is the status of the recon? Well, our brains? Alloy keeps falling. Okay, Alloy needs to stand up better. Otherwise, this isn't going to work. What is the status of the recon? Well, our brains? Well, from the land, we don't have much land. And, well, flying, yeah, no land. There's not much space. But still, lots of brains. We have, oh, that was about to go too long. Let's see how this sounds. I think I got one short. Yeah, that looks all right. So I'm not sure how mad the I'm not sure how mad the commander is going to be at everyone that there's no land. Oh, I lost my flash. Come on. What do you mean there's no land? Well, that's just it. Well, the big thing that builds our land. Yeah, that big thing. The big thing. All that matters is brains. The thing that brings in the big white tables. He needs to bring more. Yeah, the Glocks only solve so much problems and create others, though. That comes from a soldier. Okay, there we go. A little more light. What are you talking about? Um, the big hairy thing. Arr, the big thing in a colorful shirt. The big flurry thing. The one that takes up a lot of space. It needs to bring us more land. See, luckily, my neighborhood, there are some kids, but not many. I kind of wish there were more so my little one could play with them. And they don't really mess with anyone, and they don't go around my yard. Oh, a soldier texted me. Take all the CAC holders you want. There we go. All right, man. Thanks for coming in. This isn't going to be my most entertaining stream, but I figure at least some people come by, say hello, and thanks for coming by. So where does this go from here? So they've all told the one in charge that the big hairy thing with the colorful shirt needs to bring in more land for them to be able to conquer. And the Mind Flayer keeps saying that it just wants more brains. I might have to think about this for a minute. Let's see, Monday I will be in. There's a couple of shorts right there. I do want I think I want the one in charge to be getting a little frustrated that they don't have more land they can conquer yet. I think that's where I'm going with this. It seems like a very self-evident position for the commander of these little guys to be taking. That it wants to take over more land, but there is no more land just yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to respond to them yet. And I'm finding the idea that they're realizing that a big furry thing brings them land. I'm finding that fourth wall break entertaining right now. Ah, come on. So where do they go from here? What is their story? Are they going to try to conquer more of the basement without more tables? How much does the leader of these minifigures want to conquer the basement? And how much do they know of themselves? Maybe that's another thing I can get into. I think that sounds like a funny direction to go. How self-aware are the minifigures? That could be entertaining. I think I like that direction. Oh, I'm up to 170 subscribers. Didn't realize that. That's pretty cool. Okay, I don't need to glue that down. That might be the most I need to do here. I don't think any. No, tiny bit on these. While I try to think of my next scene for the minifigures. Oh man, I made a mistake eating that pizza. I just really wanted something different, so I got some couple of slices. And my stomach is like, look, dude, you've been doing so well eating food that's not that bad. Why did you do this? Excuse me. My stomach is very vocal in its feelings of what I eat. So, I don't know. Still haven't come up with the lines yet. Now, I do think the commander is going to be mad that he got everyone together, but they can't move on with taking over the basement. So I know he's going to be wondering how they move on from this situation. Or she. Little one told me it's a she. So the commander needs to be talking about that. And they need to explain that the big furry thing with the colorful shirt has always provided land. I guess that's going to be the next scene. They try to explain that the big furry thing with the colorful shirt always provides land when they need it. All right, let's get some lights out here. Where's my other flashlight? There it is. A big old school mag light. All right, man. Thanks for coming in. I'll be on a little longer. Boo hoodoo, what you don't dare do, people. Okay, why can't I adjust the flash? I had the flash all... There we go. All right. Here we go. Why do we not have more land? The big furry thing in the colorful shirt always provides us land. The land should show up again soon. Arr. But all that's important is sushi and brains. And space. We must ask it for more land. Well, I'm in the Army. I mean, the Navy is part of the military. I'm Army Reserve. I was never in the Navy. I don't like the idea of being caught in stuck in a little metal thing for months and months on end. And sharing bunks with people. Ugh. I got about, what, 18, 19 years so far? About 8 active, I think. But what do we do now? We need other ways to take over the basement. I don't know. It's always provided us with more land. Yes, we can't do anything without the white land. Arr. But we have sushi. That's all that's important. It's fun, you know, or not fun, but it's interesting doing the reserve thing. A few more years and I can retire. I just still need a civilian job. Ooh, I hope I didn't do that in the screen or in the camera. A couple more years, like 5 more years, I think. So I'm about to transfer to a different reserve unit, and I say reserve building. Because I need a change. Of course, you talk with other branches, they'll say that other branches are just kind of barely part of the military. Yeah, but, you know, we like to joke with each other. It's like a whole bunch of siblings. What is it? Man, there's an old joke. The Pentagon is mom. The president, or is it? Yeah, the president's the daddy. All the branches are siblings. The Coast Guard is like the redheaded stepchild. So first, there was the Army, because it's the oldest. Then the Navy. Then the Marines. Now, the Navy just went out and, you know, decided to do what it's going to do. The Marines were too crazy. So the parents is just like, yeah, go off and do whatever you're going to do. We can't control you. But then the parents got divorced and remarried, and the second marriage brought in the Coast Guard as the stepchild, who no one ever really thinks about or says is really part of the family. I can't remember the full joke, but that's kind of basics of it. The Army gets so much money because it's the firstborn. The Air Force is the smartest one that gets all the new toys. And then the Marines we just don't talk about because we know they're going to end up in jail again soon. And the Navy we just let go off and do whatever it's going to do. I wish I could find that full joke again. It's pretty funny. If you know the military, it's pretty funny. So this was my last box of the D&D characters. So now I have 2 tieflings and 3 little red dragons. I actually think a dragon will just show up for no reason in the next video. And because it's a Lego thing, there has to be one just really weird looking character. My little one told me I did this when we were at a Legoland. I built this guy, and I don't remember putting a trophy on his head, but she tells me I did it, so I guess I did it. I could see myself doing that. So what is the next one? So I think the next one, the astronaut guy, is tired of talking, and he's going to just sit down and eat sushi. Ooh. And oh man, I wish he didn't have 2 faces. This one has 2 faces on it, and I wanted to put him sitting down and eating sushi. But I don't want the other face showing. Hey, the pilot's gonna sit down and eat sushi. Man, I've been to Ireland. I'd love to go there so much. But let's see. I have bags. Okay. Sorry, a soldier keeps texting me questions. I would love to go to Ireland. I would love every minute of it. And unfortunately, I'm sure I would meet some redheaded female and end up following her around like a puppy. I know 100% that would happen to me. A couple of weekends ago, I was over at some friend's house playing D&D, and we were taking a break while my friend, the one that I did the video with, was using the latrine, and me and his wife were talking. I'd been their roommates for like 10 years, so we'd known each other forever. And some random thought hit my head, and I was like, "Do you remember this redhead girl I dated?" And she looks at me and I go, oh, yeah. Me saying I dated a redhead is like saying we breathe air, isn't it? She's like, yeah, you're going to have to be a little more specific. But I'm sure if I went there, I would end up just following around some redhead female and she'd ask me to take over the world and I would do it. Man, I'd love to live in Ireland. I'd love to go to Ireland. I love everything I have read about it. The temperature, the climate, the beer. It just seems like such a beautiful, beautiful place. It was about 6 or 7 years ago, maybe longer now. There was a it was during the Biden administration. We were doing some war games, and but it's better than this. Right now, it's about 80 something Fahrenheit out there, and I can't stand the heat. I am good with the rain, drizzle, all that. Perfectly great with that because I am fat and furry, and I can't deal with heat. I am not made for heat, and I am from the South, which drives me insane. I'm all about the moors and all that. So, a bunch of our Navy and Marines stop off at some island, and they completely drunk that small island dry. And they were importing more beer from other islands because every single tavern, bar, whatever, was dry. It's like that. That's our military for you. Hey, when we set out to do something, we do it right. I just remembered that girl I was talking about. Her screen name at the time was the Irish Spitfire. I had forgotten that for the longest time. Kate? Something like that was her name. I mean, I was in my 20s. That was a long time ago. Yeah, the thing is, right now, our climate, our weather here, will start out cool. It'll be around 60 in the morning. By noon, it's at 80 Fahrenheit. So in the morning, I walk out and I'm okay. And then when I leave the gym, usually around noon, I step out and I'm like, why is it hot? Why am I now sweating when I'm just walking outside? We must wait for more tables? Yes, talk to the big furry thing. Aloy. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I've heard some stories. The one that helped start the banshee myth, if I'm correct. The howling winds. I love mythology. I read mythology from everything. I love the way mythology shapes cultures. When will it bring us more land? We don't know. Well, then what do? We must force it to bring us more land. We have sushi. That's all that matters. No, if we have no land, we must find other ways. It is our destiny to take over the basement. I think if I remember right, even the Gargoyles cartoon talked about the wind and the banshee myth. That cartoon actually went into a lot of good mythology before it completely jumped the shark and started the Gargoyle Chronicles. I'm not the Gargoyle Chronicles, the Goliath Chronicles. Good cartoon. I think there's going to be a live action. It's going to be mostly CGI, of course, coming out here in a year or two. I hope it's good. I don't want to get my hopes up because of what Disney's been doing lately with its live action movies. But yeah, I do remember a really good. I'm starting to remember it was a really, really good Banshee episode. Oh, Father Ted. I think I know what you're talking about. Let me double check. Because I think I know what you're talking about. Ah, yes. I have watched Father Ted. I won't say I've watched like the entire show, but I have watched a bunch of episodes of it. With my grandfather, and my mom. Because our public access station here, GPTV, loved forever doing British shows, BBC stuff, and Canadian stuff. I was thinking about this show a couple of weeks ago, but I couldn't remember the name because I was thinking about another show that's about a vicar, the Vicar of Dibley. And they're kind of in the same spot in my mind because they were on around the same time. Yeah, Pauline McNeil, Mara McLean, Dermot Morgan. Yeah. Graham Norton. I'd forgotten he was in it. Yeah, some good actors. Yeah, I had started thinking about these shows and stuff like that. Um, I was thinking of um, some of the funnier shows, like man, what was that? I remember it's about a bunch of kids in England that were going to college, but they never actually went to any college classes during the show. The something, I can't remember it now. That's going to frustrate me. See, I like exposing my little girl to stuff from all over the world. Um, I was playing a bunch of the Cranberries songs for her because, well, of course, we started with Zombie, and I broke down the history of what Zombie's about. All right, she's 9, and even before I really explained it to her, the song, we watched it, and she's just like almost in tears. It's such a beautiful song, and the imagery. And we watched some of the other Cranberry stuff, of course. And then I started explaining to her the comedies, British comedies, and all that. Man, they make some beautiful music. Or they did. I love history and culture, and I love learning everything I possibly can about anything. Okay, it's on Tubi, so I can watch it. Oh, it's on Prime. Easy to watch. Because I haven't watched this in a minute. The cynical, long-suffering leader, Father Ted, dim-witted and innocent, foul-mouthed alcoholic priest, their tea-obsessed, intrusive housekeeper, Mrs. Doyle. I love how they explain some of these characters. It's pretty funny. What is the name of that? I just remember it was just these kids that lived in this one house and they never went to college. It's going to frustrate me, and that's not enough for me to Google search it on. Probably not. Ah, stop. Stop phone. Let's see. British show teens in college. Ah, my phone does not like this for some reason. That's going to drive me crazy because there's no way I have enough information for it to. Oh, yeah, there's no way. Oh well. It is a funny show. I just remember they never went to school. They were always talking about going to school. It was like the punk rocker, the I don't know anything about the football, but I've seen hurling, and I have no idea what's going on in that. I watched it and been completely lost. There's even a Bob's Burgers episode about that. About um about this Teddy is dating this Irish lady and he's trying to enjoy hurling, but he has no idea what's going on. It looks like an interesting sport, but I do not have the cultural background, I guess, to understand it. It's one of the things when I finally retire, that's definitely one of the places I'm going to have to visit. Is I have not traveled that much in my life. I mean, I've been to Canada, Mexico, the Caribbean, and that's it. I haven't left this hemisphere. Oh yeah, and I've been to Alaska. I mean, that's part of the U.S., but I've never left this side of the world. I've never even deployed. Gallage? I have to look up that word. Fast-paced amateur iron team. Blah 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 blah. Amateur Irish team sports. Okay, I was thinking there was a place, but it's like intramural sports. I guess is what we call it here. It's yeah, it's like so it doesn't seem like it's based on age. It just seems like it's non-professional. It's It's okay. So there is a athletic association. It's just non-professional. Yeah, intramural league is what we call it. Man, that looks like so much more fun than what we call football. I've never enjoyed what we call football. I don't enjoy playing it. I don't enjoy watching it. It's just constantly, okay, line back up, line back up. Now everyone hit their heads together. All the coaches when I was in high school kept trying to get me to play football, and I just was like, no, I don't want to get concussion. And it was before we really knew that much about concussions. I was like, it doesn't seem like a good idea for me to be beating my head against some other teenager's head for no reason. Should Thing be in this one? I think the pirate is going to give up this compensation. I have seen some videos of that. I didn't really realize what it was called. But it seems like so much more fun. So what's funny, it was actually a girl I had dated that told me that, and she wasn't a redhead, but told me that if a redhead told me to, I would take over the world. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Oh, looks like I need to put some glue on the thing. Some of his parts are coming off. Come on. What was that show? There was a show a long time ago. I say long time ago, but early 2000s called, man, I can't remember the name of it. It was Till Death Do Us Part. Um, I can picture the actor, but I can't think of his name right now. And the character he did for it was called the Groom Reaper. And it was one of those mystery, um, kind of murder mystery show, but he would talk about a case and go over it, and they do reenactments, if I can say the word. And one of them was in Ireland. And what it was, this guy, it wasn't always males killing females, it was either. And he had killed his wife, put her body in a bog, and like 20 years later or something, he's like an old man. And, his kids have had grandkids. His dog brings a skull from the bog, and it was almost completely preserved because it was in a bog for those 20 years. And then, so the dog brings it up, and like the whole family's there, and he's like, oh, all right, someone go call the cops. I'll confess. But it was in one of those marshes or bogs or whatever. And it's like, okay, yep. Y'all got me. And like, at least dude didn't try to fight it at that point. I think Thing being in the shot will be too much. This scene is already a little crowded. thing does need a little bit more paste. All right. All right, I think I know what's going to happen in this scene now. And this will probably be my last scene I film today. Where's my other light? There we go. How do we convince him to bring us more land? I don't care, but we must end this. I need more sushi brains. Talk to him. Yes, talk to him. He's behind you. Talk to him. No. Can you use magic? No, we can't use magic. I don't think that one's very good. I'll have to rethink that scene. Because what I'm toying with is if the commander here is going to talk to the furry thing with the colorful shirt or not. But I just know for sure that the Mind Flayer is angry because he no longer has a place to sit at the Sushi Brain restaurant. Oh, put a little too much glue on thing. There we go. Okay, yeah, thing is still moving. His finger's fine. Yeah, we do know for sure that thing is a male. So I want to think in one of the Addams Family TV episodes, there was a female thing also, and she had long nails. And I think in Wednesday even, they referred to Thang as a he. Oh, my stylish little thing here, if anyone's wondering, my glasses broke. I last week I had a really bad flu, and I laid down in bed, took my glasses off, and I must have fallen to sleep like almost instantly because I dropped them and they got curled up in the wire charging my phone. And when I woke up, I was trying to get them out, and the thing that goes around your ear, my ear had gotten tangled up and broke off as soon as I touched it. Luckily, I could get an appointment with the VA Vision on Tuesday. I thought I had two pairs of glasses, but the life of me, I can't find the other pair, so I must not. I know, I'm sure this looks fashionable. I was going to put my contacts in, but the pollen right now is at the everything is yellow phase. So even inside, pollen is not good. I mean, my black car is now green. Or green, yellow, whatever. I actually rinsed it off today, and it is just a flood of yellow down my driveway. Pollen in Georgia is just stupid. Well, I cannot think of how to redo this scene right now, so I think I'm going to call it for the day. I might be back on tomorrow and um, make some more shorts. I'm going to post one of these here in a little while. I still can't make up my mind if the commander, if she's going to talk to the furry thing in the colored shirt. So, anyways, y'all, thanks for coming on. Thanks for talking. So I might be on tomorrow. I'll make up my mind here in a few, but you know, oh, there we go. I'll do peace this way. All right, y'all.